Hey dog lovers, ever wonder why your furry boy acts like a total goofball sometimes? Male dogs have some seriously hilarious quirks that make us laugh, scratch our heads, and reach for the camera. From their weird obsession with marking every single tree on your walk, seriously, where does all that pee come from? To those awkward moments when they decide your fancy dinner guests are the perfect audience for some personal grooming. Our male pups keep us entertained. Today, we're diving into 7 absolutely bonkers behaviours that make male dogs the comedians of the canine world. Whether you're a seasoned dog parent or just love watching funny dog videos, you're in for a treat. Get ready to nod along and maybe even catch your own 4-legged friend doing some of these classic boy-dog moves. Cop 1. The humping habit. One of the most infamous and often hilarious things male dogs do is hump. Whether it's a favourite pillow, another dog, or even a human's leg, male dogs seem to have an uncanny knack for this behaviour. While it can be embarrassing or confusing, it's important to remember that humping isn't always about that kind of behaviour. Male dogs may hump to show dominance, relieve excitement, or just because they're feeling playful. It's also common in puppies who are still learning the rules of interaction. Of course, it can lead to some funny moments, like when your dog tries to hump a stuffed toy that's clearly much smaller than him, or when he gets super excited during playtime. If the behaviour becomes excessive or inappropriate, it's always a good idea to talk to a vet. But in the meantime, just laugh it off. Your dog's humping habit is part of his quirky charm. The leg lifting phenomenon. If you've ever watched a male dog pee, you've probably noticed the signature leg lift move. While female dogs squat, male dogs often prefer to lift one leg and aim for a higher spot. It's a quirky behaviour that can leave us laughing, especially when they try to lift their leg on objects that are clearly too small or in weird places, like a potted plant or the neighbour's tyre. This behaviour is all about marking territory. Male dogs use the leg lift to leave their scent at a higher level, signalling to other dogs that they were there. The funny part, they don't always pick the best spots. You may catch your dog trying to lift his leg on a fire hydrant only to discover a tiny bush is all he's got to work with. It's all part of their natural instincts, and while it can be amusing, it's also a reminder of how determined male dogs can be to leave their mark. 3. Guard dog mode. Barking at the air male dogs often have a hilarious habit of barking at absolutely nothing, especially when they're in guard dog mode. It's as if they've suddenly decided that the wind, a stray leaf, or a shadow on the wall is a serious threat. You might find your dog barking furiously at an empty corner of the room, or charging toward a window that's already closed. What's even funnier is when they act as though they've spotted an intruder, but nothing is there. Sometimes they'll bark, growl, and stand tall as if they're bravely defending the house from invisible enemies. This behaviour often happens when they're feeling protective or just bored. While it can be amusing, it's also a sign of how alert and in tune male dogs can be to their environment. Just remember to give them a little extra attention and reassurance. After all, even imaginary threats need a brave protector. 4. The zoomies. One of the funniest and most energetic things male dogs do is experience the zoomies. These random bursts of energy can strike at any moment, usually after a nap, bath, or playtime. Suddenly, your dog will dash around the house or yard at full speed, running in circles, jumping over furniture, or even crashing into walls as if he's a race car on a track. The zoomies can leave you laughing and scrambling to keep up. Male dogs in particular are known to start the zoomie chaos, often acting like there's no tomorrow. They might do a few laps, take a dramatic pause, and then zoom again, seemingly out of nowhere. While it's all about fun and excitement, zoomies are a great way for dogs to burn off pent-up energy. The next time your male dog starts running like there's no tomorrow, just sit back, enjoy the show, and maybe join in for a good laugh. 5. Obsessed with balls. If you've ever seen a male dog with a ball, you know the obsession is real. Whether it's fetching, chasing, or just carrying it around in his mouth, balls seem to have a magical effect on male dogs. They'll bark, nudge, and even pout if you don't throw the ball right away, turning playtime into an all-consuming mission. The funny part? Male dogs often refuse to give up the ball once they've got it. They'll guard it with all their might, even growling at anyone who dares get close. You might find your dog carrying the ball around the house as if he's showing it off to everyone, or placing it carefully at your feet, daring you to throw it one more time. This obsession is rooted in their natural instincts to chase and retrieve. So the next time your male dog can't let go of his ball, remember, it's all part of the fun. 6. Sneaky snack stealers. Male dogs are notorious for their food-stealing antics, often finding clever and sometimes hilarious ways to snatch treats when you're not looking. Whether it's raiding the trash can, snatching food off the counter, or using their adorable puppy eyes to beg for a bite, male dogs seem to have a special talent for sneaking snacks. The funniest moments happen when they're caught in the act. You might find your dog with his nose deep in a bag of chips or with a piece of your sandwich hanging from his mouth. When caught red-handed, their guilty expressions are priceless. Sometimes they'll run away with the stolen treat, or just sit there looking guilty, hoping you won't notice. It's all part of their mischievous charm. While it can be frustrating at times, remember that dogs are opportunistic eaters. The best way to handle it? Keep your food out of reach and enjoy the laughs when they pull off their next snack heist. 7. The tail-chasing antics male dogs often find themselves caught in the hilarious cycle of chasing their own tails. It's one of the funniest things to watch, especially when they seem completely baffled by the whole situation. They'll spin in circles, trying to catch that elusive tail, often getting themselves tangled in a frenzy of excitement. Some male dogs will do this for just a few seconds, while others can spin around for minutes, trying to grab hold of their own behind. While it looks funny and can be an endless source of entertainment, tail chasing is usually harmless. It's a natural behaviour, often linked to curiosity, playfulness, or even boredom. Some dogs may even chase their tails to burn off excess energy. The funniest part? When they finally catch their tail, only to realise it's still attached, and they have to start all over again. It's a silly but adorable behaviour that proves how easily dogs can entertain themselves. Thanks for joining us on this hilarious journey through the wacky world of male dog behaviour. If you've got a boy dog at home, you probably spotted your furry friend in at least a few of these silly situations. And hey, even though some of these habits might drive us crazy, they're just part of what makes our male dogs so lovably unique. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if it made you laugh, and share it with another dog parent who needs a smile today. Hit that subscribe button to catch more fun pet content, and drop a comment below telling us what crazy things your male dog does. We know he's got some tricks we haven't covered. Until next time, keep spoiling those goofy boys, and remember, behind every weird male dog behaviour is just a whole lot of love, and maybe a little bit of chaos. Catch you in the next video.